Have you ever noticed how some seniors seem to glide through their homes with ease while others are constantly battling clutter or struggling to find things? It's almost like they've cracked a secret code to living comfortably and safely in their own space. Well, here's the thing. I'm going to share that secret with you today, because when it comes to staying safe and independent as we age, there's one big factor that often gets overlooked: how we organize our homes. And no, I'm not talking about becoming a minimalist or spending hours scrubbing every corner. It's much simpler than that. Think about it for a moment. How many times have you tripped over something on the floor, fumbled in the dark looking for a light switch, or had to climb onto a step stool just to reach something up high? These little inconveniences might seem harmless, but they can add up quickly, and sometimes they lead to accidents. The good news is, by making a few smart changes to your home setup, you can dramatically reduce your risk of falling and make life easier at the same time. That's what this video is all about, showing you exactly how to organize your home so you can move around confidently and stay safe every single day. Now, before we dive into the specifics, let me tell you why this matters so much. Falls are more than just an inconvenience. They're one of the leading causes of injury among older adults. But here's the encouraging part. Most falls are preventable. And guess what plays a huge role in prevention? Your environment. When your home is set up thoughtfully, it works with you instead of against you. So in this video, we'll go over 5 practical strategies you can use to transform your space into a safer, more functional haven. Let's start with the first one. It's all about decluttering. Decluttering doesn't mean throwing everything away or turning your house into a museum. It's about creating clear pathways and removing obstacles that could trip you up. For example, take a look at your floors. Are there rugs that bunch up or slide around? Maybe there's a stray shoe or magazine lying near the doorway. These small items might not seem like a big deal, but trust me, they can catch your foot at the worst possible moment. Start by walking through each room and asking yourself, could someone bump into this or trip over it? If the answer is yes, find a new place for it or get rid of it altogether. And don't forget about cords. Whether it's from lamps, TVs, or phone chargers, loose cords are notorious for causing trips. Try bundling them together neatly and tucking them out of the way. You'd be surprised how much difference this simple step can make. Now, I know decluttering can feel overwhelming if you've lived in the same place for years, but here's a tip. Tackle one area at a time. Focus on the spots where you spend the most time, like the living room or bedroom. Once those areas feel open and airy, you'll notice how much calmer and safer your home feels overall. The next piece of the puzzle is lighting. Have you ever walked into a dimly lit room and hesitated for a second, unsure of where to step? Poor lighting makes even familiar spaces risky because it's harder to see potential hazards. That's why improving the lighting in your home is such a game changer. Start by assessing each room. Is there enough brightness during the day? What about at night? A well-lit home isn't just safer, it's also cozier and more inviting. One easy fix is to swap out old bulbs for brighter LED ones. They last longer and use less energy, which is great for both your wallet and the planet. Another trick is to install motion sensor lights in key areas, like hallways or staircases. This way, you never have to fumble for a switch in the dark again. Night lights are another fantastic option, especially in bathrooms or near your bed. They provide just enough illumination to guide you without being too harsh on your eyes. And speaking of bathrooms, did you know that installing a small lamp inside your medicine cabinet can help you see better while brushing your teeth or taking medication? Little upgrades like these can really add up to create a safer, more comfortable environment. Now that we've covered decluttering and lighting, let's talk about storage. Many people store things in hard-to-reach places, like high shelves or deep cabinets simply because that's where they've always been kept. But as we age, reaching for items in awkward spots becomes not only inconvenient, but also dangerous. Imagine stretching to grab a box from the top shelf and losing your balance. It happens more often than you'd think. The solution? Rearrange your storage so everything you need is within arm's reach. This might involve moving frequently used items to lower shelves or investing in pull-out organizers for deep cabinets. Lazy Susans, drawer dividers, and stackable bins are affordable tools that can make a world of difference. And if you absolutely must keep something on a high shelf, consider using a sturdy step stool with non-slip feet. But promise me you'll ask for help if you're ever unsure about using it. Remember, convenience and safety go hand in hand, and rethinking your storage setup is a powerful way to protect yourself. Now that we've talked about decluttering, lighting, and smart storage solutions, let's move on to another important aspect of keeping your home fall-proof. We'll explore how furniture placement and stability play a crucial role in preventing accidents. Because believe it or not, the way your furniture is arranged can either support you or put you at risk. Stay tuned. We're just getting started. Now that we've covered decluttering, lighting, and smart storage solutions, let's talk about furniture. You might not realize it, but the way your furniture is arranged and even the type of furniture you choose can have a big impact on your safety. Think about it. Have you ever had to squeeze past a coffee table or navigate around a chair that's just slightly in the way? Those little obstacles might seem minor, but they can be enough to throw you off balance, especially if you're carrying something or moving quickly. The key here is creating open, unobstructed pathways throughout your home. Start by taking a good look at your living spaces. Are there pieces of furniture blocking your usual walking routes? For example, maybe that armchair you love has slowly crept closer to the doorway over time, making it harder to get through. Or perhaps your side tables are positioned in a way that forces you to take an extra step or two to avoid bumping into them. These small adjustments matter more than you might think. Rearrange things so you have plenty of room to move freely. It's amazing how much easier it feels to walk around when there's no need to zigzag between objects. But it's not just about placement. Stability matters too. Wobbly chairs, loose table legs, and slippery rugs underfoot can all increase your risk of falling. Take a moment to test the stability of your furniture. Push down gently on chairs, tables, and couches to make sure they're steady. If anything feels wobbly, tighten the screws or replace it altogether. And don't forget about rugs. They might add warmth and personality to a room, but if they slide around or bunch up, they become hazards. Secure them with non-slip pads underneath, or consider switching to low-pile carpeting if you want softer flooring without the trip risk. Another thing to keep in mind is seating height. As we age, getting up from low seats can become more challenging. If you find yourself struggling to rise from your favorite armchair, it might be time to switch to something with a higher seat. Look for chairs with firm cushions and armrests. They provide support and make sitting down and standing up much easier. The same goes for your bed. Ideally, the top of your mattress should be about knee height, so you can sit comfortably on the edge and swing your legs into place without straining. Now that we've tackled furniture, let's shift our focus to the kitchen and bathroom. Two areas where falls are particularly common. These spaces often require us to bend, reach, and maneuver in ways that can feel awkward or unsafe if they're not set up properly. Let's start with the kitchen. How many times have you found yourself stretching to grab a heavy pot from a high cabinet or leaning precariously to see what's hiding in the back of the fridge? These actions might seem routine, but they put unnecessary strain on your body and increase your chances of losing your balance. To make your kitchen safer, Start by reorganizing your cabinets. Keep everyday items like plates, glasses, and cooking utensils on lower shelves where you can access them easily. Save the upper cabinets for seasonal decorations or items you rarely use. And speaking of appliances, take a look at your countertops. Are they cluttered with gadgets and tools you don't use daily? Clearing off counter space not only makes meal prep easier, but also reduces the likelihood of knocking something over accidentally for those unavoidable moments when you do need to reach high places. Invest in a sturdy step stool with wide, stable legs. Avoid standing on chairs or stools meant for sitting. It's just not worth the risk. And while we're talking about risks, let's address spills. Kitchens are prone to wet floors from water splashes or dropped ingredients. Keep a mop or absorbent towels nearby so you can clean up messes right away. A dry floor is a safe floor. Moving on to the bathroom, this is another area where thoughtful organization can make a world of difference. Bathrooms tend to have hard, slippery surfaces, and they often lack proper support. One of the best investments you can make is installing grab bars near the toilet and in the shower. These simple additions give you something solid to hold on to, reducing your chance of slipping. If you're worried about aesthetics, don't be. Grab bars come in a variety of styles and finishes that blend seamlessly with your decor. Non-slip mats are another must-have for the bathroom. Place one inside the shower or tub and another just outside to catch drips. Speaking of showers, if stepping in and out feels tricky, consider adding a shower bench. It allows you to sit while washing, which takes pressure off your joints and gives you greater stability. And don't overlook the importance of good lighting in here either. A well-lit mirror and task lighting above the sink ensure you can see clearly when brushing your teeth or applying makeup. Now that we've explored how furniture, kitchens, and bathrooms contribute to a safer home environment, let's tie everything together with some final tips. Staying organized isn't just about preventing falls. It's about empowering yourself to live independently and confidently. Every change you make, no matter how small, adds up to create a space that supports your lifestyle. We'll wrap up with a few more ideas to reinforce these habits and leave you feeling inspired to take action. Stay with me. We're almost there. Let's bring everything together and talk about how these changes can truly transform your daily life. By now, you've heard about decluttering, improving lighting, rethinking storage, stabilizing furniture, and making kitchens and bathrooms safer. Each of these steps is like a building block. On its own, it might seem small, but when combined, they create a foundation that keeps you steady and secure in your home. And honestly, the best part? You don't have to do it all at once. Start with one area or one change, and let the momentum carry you forward. One thing I want to emphasize is the importance of consistency. It's easy to tidy up for a day or two, and then let things slide back into disarray. But staying organized is an ongoing process. Think of it as maintenance rather than a one-time project. For example, make it a habit to put things away immediately after using them. If you take out a pair of scissors to open a package, return them to their designated spot right away instead of leaving them on the counter. This not only prevents clutter from piling up, but also saves you time later because you won't have to search for misplaced items. Small habits like this add up over time, creating a home that feels calm and manageable. Another tip is to involve others if you need help. Maybe your kids or grandkids would love to spend an afternoon helping you rearrange furniture or install grab bars in the bathroom. Not only does this lighten your workload, but it's also a great way to bond and teach younger generations the value of creating a safe, welcoming space. Plus, they might come up with creative solutions you hadn't thought of. Remember, asking for assistance isn't a sign of weakness. It's a smart move that ensures you're setting yourself up for success. Now, let's talk about technology and tools that can further enhance your safety. There are so many innovative products available today designed specifically to support seniors. For instance, voice-activated devices like smart speakers can be lifesavers, literally, by allowing you to control lights, thermostats, and even emergency alerts without lifting a finger. Motion sensor nightlights, which we touched on earlier, are another fantastic option. They turn on automatically when you enter a room, ensuring you always have enough light to see clearly. If mobility is a concern, consider investing in assistive devices tailored to your needs. A cane or walker with rubber tips can provide extra stability when moving around the house. Or if stairs are becoming difficult, look into stair lifts or handrails that run alongside the staircase. These modifications might require a bit more effort up front, but they pay off in spades by giving you peace of mind and greater independence. Don't hesitate to consult with an occupational therapist or aging-in-place specialist. They can assess your home and recommend personalized solutions based on your unique situation. As we wrap up, I want to remind you that creating a safer home isn't just about avoiding falls. It's about embracing a lifestyle that prioritizes comfort, confidence, and joy. When your environment is organized and functional, you free up mental energy to focus on the things that truly matter, whether that's spending time with loved ones, pursuing hobbies, or simply enjoying a quiet evening with a good book. Every step you take toward improving your space brings you closer to living your best life. And here's the beautiful truth. You don't have to do any of this alone. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. I'd love to hear what strategies have worked for you or what challenges you're facing. Your insights could inspire someone else who's on the same journey. While you're there, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Subscribing to the channel will ensure you never miss future tips and resources designed to help you thrive at every stage of life. Before we say goodbye, I want to leave you with this uplifting thought. Age doesn't define your ability to live fully and independently. With a little planning and some thoughtful adjustments, you can create a home that reflects your personality while keeping you safe and supported. So go ahead, start small, celebrate your progress, and trust that every change you make is a step toward a brighter, more confident future. Here's to living your best life at any age. Thank you for joining me today, and remember, you've got this.